Hi guys, I'm Toby the Moon Man, and today I'll be showing you how I made this super unique freeze frame transition. The first thing you're going to need to do is open up Premiere Pro, and this is what the effect looks like. This is the band for band music video by Central C featuring Lil Baby. Our subject, Lil Baby, pops into the frame while the background kind of like opens up from behind him, and I'm going to show you how we get that. Okay, I'm going to open my tutorial folder and I'm going to show you the two different clips I have from the same music video. First thing we're going to do is duplicate the second clip. And you do that by holding on to Alt and dragging it up. I'm going to move 10 frames backwards and do that with Shift left key twice. If you push Shift left key once, you move back 5 frames. Twice, you move back 10 frames. So I'm going to drag that clip there, trim the rest. Go to the beginning of the clip and add frame hold. The next step is to create a mask. We're going to do that by going to your effect controls, clicking the pen tool, then start creating the mask. I'm not the best at creating mask, which is great because it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to look okay, right? Don't have to spend all your time on this. Just try to make it as clean as possible, but it doesn't have to be perfect, like I said. So I'm just going to fast forward these bits. Then all you have to do is close the mask. Then our subject, which is Lil Baby, has been selected. So I'll close the background to show you what our selection looks like. So as you can see, it's not perfect. Still have some of the background on the side. We're going to fix that. Try to get it as good as possible. Turn that max feather to 0. Then I'm going to play with the mask expansion a little bit. I'm going to reduce it. It depends on how well you masked out the clip. But I'm just going to reduce it until I find what I like. Just trying to get rid of the white edges. Okay, now we have our subject selected. Next thing we're going to do is duplicate that layer. Now this is to get the background effect. Then on the layer at the bottom, which is going to be our background layer, on that mask, we're going to click inverted. The top layer is the subjects without the background, while the layer at the bottom is the background. I want the background layer to be 5 frames long. The top layer is 10 frames long, so the background layer, I want it to be half, at least for this tutorial. So we're going to click Shift and right key and trim the layer to where the playhead is. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is nest the top layer, which is our subject layer. Then in the Effects tab, going to look for the Transform effect. Now just drag that onto your clip. Scroll to the bottom where you see the Transform effect. Change the shutter angle to 180 degrees. I do 180 because I feel like 180 looks the most natural to me. But you can play around with it and do whatever you like for this tutorial. 180. And the shutter angle is the amount of motion blur. Still under the transform effects, we want to create a keyframe. So we are going to go to the position, create a keyframe. We're going to slide it down until you can't see Lil Baby anymore. Okay, that works for me. Now I'm going to drag the playhead to the end of the clip. Then click Reset Parameters. Just like that, you have a very basic freeze frame transition. Next thing we're going to do is go to the background layer and click on and uncheck the uniform scale. create a keyframe. And at the beginning of the clip, we are going to take that down to 0. Move to the end of the clip and change that to 100. Change that back to 100. So the background appears again. Drag it to end. Now I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay, so we have the effect. We just need to spice it up a little bit. It still looks kind of robotic. We're going to ease it in just to make the movement seem more natural. I'm going to start with the subject layer. Or scroll down to the transform effects, and on our keyframe, go to click on that spatial interpolation, ease in. I'm going to do the exact same thing for the second keyframe, but ease out. All right. See that the movement looks way more natural. I'm going to do the exact same thing for the background layer. Ease in and ease out. It looks way better if you ask me. Alright, and with that, the effect is done. But you can still play around with the keyframes if you want it to move faster. Just drag the keyframes closer together. Do the same thing for the background, but you can play around with the. I don't like that. I don't like that back a little bit. I'm just playing around with it, seeing what works best. And there you have it, a very unique freeze frame transition. Thank you for watching this video, and if you want to see more like this, please like and subscribe.